Hello, hello, hello. We are back again with the Real Housewives of Atlanta, Season 11, Episode 2 review. Bloop, 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 bloop. And this episode was actually a pretty good episode. It was definitely very positive. I said the same thing in the last review on the first episode that I felt like this season overall was going to be a pretty positive season. And this episode definitely had nice moments of laughter. Of course, an occasional shade here and there. It's a little light shade. And supportive moments too. The episode picks up pretty much with Portia already in Miami with Dennis. We know Portia went to Miami in advance because it's her birthday. And her now fiance wanted to spend some time together before the other ladies arrive. We know that the other ladies are coming to Miami as a surprise to Nene. She's having her comedy show after dealing with, the cancer with Greg. She just wanted to get some support from the women. And of course, the only thing that she knows is that Portia is going to be coming, but she doesn't know about the other ladies coming. But we'll get into that a little later. We'll just go ahead and start with Portia and Dennis. We see them sitting there. He has a private chef. You see flowers everywhere. He's showering Portia with gifts. He gives her this nice cross necklace. Also, they continue the episode on a sham because they got her with her arm out like, oh, like he about to get that ring. And it was a watch. I already knew that was going to be a sham anyways. I'm like, honey, I don't think they going to be proposing this early in the season. But whatever. She got a watch. That was nice too. She had a nice dress on as well. Because Portia be looking good. And that red hair definitely suits her. If y'all ain't know, I am Team Portia, honey. So, hey, Portia boo. But pretty much her and Dennis are just having dinner. And as I mentioned, he gives her gifts. She's enjoying it. The funny moment to me was when Portia tried to low-key ask the lady, can she unzip her a little bit in the back? Because the back of her dress, it was kind of like a little choker type thing on the dress. She told something it was choking her. I'm like, girl, okay, honey, if you say so. But the woman did help her out. Because if it were me, I'd probably be like, girl, I'm just here to cook and stuff, honey. I ain't here to be unzipping dresses and stuff. I ain't here for that type of party. But with the Dennis thing, I'm glad Portia is with someone, but it seems kind of forced a little bit. It's like we're just getting Dennis shoved down our throats. Like we've been hearing things about him through social media, blogs, and that's basically because, the show was not on the air, so we're only getting these updates as they're going along. And, I mean, he really doesn't say too much on camera. I mean, he says enough, which I guess is the first season jitters, because I said the same thing about Todd. When he first came on with Candy, he was like, I'm used to being behind the camera, not in front of the camera. So we'll give him a pass. I'm sure later on this season, he might be a little bit more comfortable, or possibly next season, he'll be very comfortable like everyone else is. And at that point, he'll probably be running his mouth, talking trash, and ready to fight the husbands. But anyways, they share a little moment. They got their dessert. She's saying, baby, come feed me this last piece. And, Portia just doing the most and acting real thottish on TV, honey. But I digress. That's my girl. I ain't gonna read her like that. So I'm gonna just let that go, and I'm gonna let that scene go too. Skirt. So anyways, we jump right on ahead, and the ladies are arriving to Miami. Portia already has a hotel set up for all the women, got all of the rooms already planned out for each woman. And we see Portia in the confessional talking about, how she handpicked the rooms and assigned the rooms to each person. And pretty much she was saying these some good rooms, and if somebody complain, then basically like they got a problem. And as she's saying that, we see the women going through the rooms, and as she said a problem, I believe she said, I don't know if she said a problem or hateful, spiteful, I don't know, but one of those terms. And we see Marlo, Miss Marlotta, Talking about her room too small. My room too small. Blah, 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 blah. She gave Candy the second biggest room. She left a note and said, to somewhat keep you on your track record getting the largest room on the trips, I got you the second largest room. But she gave the largest room, I believe, to Eva, which is good. She just had a baby, like, girl, relax. And, they did the same thing with Candy when Candy was pregnant. They made sure she had a master room in Miami, which was where they were at last time when Portia planned a trip and made sure Candy was good. But anyways, Marlo still complaining. Then she stumbled in this extra room, which is Portia's room. But she like, well, who room is this? We even see the bellhop coming in with the luggage. She was like, I can leave your luggage right here. Marlo look at the luggage. It say Portia Williams. She like, take that to 365, honey. So he done got back on the elevator. And Marlo done move her stuff up in Portia room, honey. Fast forward to when Portia arrived. She like, like, girl, who all this stuff in my room? Portia real dramatic, prancing through. And Marlo like, girl, I ain't think you was coming. I'm like, girl, bad. You seen that damn luggage. You knew damn well she was coming. Like, Marlo a whole scam and a half, honey. And a lie and a half, too. Because she will lie and pull a stunt anytime. But anyways, they had a cute little Kiki scene. Portia like, girl, you got to go. Like, she getting her stuff, rolling her suitcases in the elevator. She done threw her little outfit in there. And they like, girl, you better start throwing Marlo name brand clothing, honey, because shoot, y'all gonna be about to go in. Like Cynthia said, honey, if y'all was about to go off in Barcelona over a doormat, I know damn well if you doing her designer clothes, honey, something liable to happen. But luckily, nothing happened. Marlo just went along. Scene over, and Nene, well, before scene over, Nene was like, girl, don't act like you ain't used to being in no small room when you used to live in the damn projects. Which that was funny, but girl, everybody in the projects ain't had small rooms, honey, okay? But, I mean, we got what she was saying, but it was funny as hell. And was it Nene? Because I don't think Nene was there. I'm talking about Nene. Actually, who said that? That wasn't even Nene. Or was it? Because Nene couldn't have been there. No, Nene did eventually go there, but that was after they met up with Nene. All of that happened after they met up with Nene because they went to Nene's comedy show first. They went to the comedy show first, which they all surprised Nene at the comedy show because, to her knowledge, Portia was the only one coming. She called Cynthia. Cynthia was like, girl, I ain't coming. Per Portia request, she already told everybody, like, girl, act like you ain't coming. We gonna surprise her, X, Y, and Z. And she was shocked when she saw Candy. Like, girl, your ass said you was in L.A. And, Candy was like, girl, I was. But, we came out for you to support you, which was good. So that was like a good moment. Nene was like really genuinely excited and happy to see everyone because she was literally not expecting that. We see Greg sitting in the corner. He was eating a salad and he was like, excuse me, y'all. I'm over here eating. This is the first thing I ate in a few days. It's been hard for me to keep stuff down. I guess the food hasn't been sitting well and his body just hasn't been agreeing with it. So, that's kind of like a teary moment. And like Kenny said, just listening to Greg talk and, see, of course we could see he lost a little weight, talk about the experience. It is sad. It does make you teary-eyed. Even Cynthia in the confessional was getting teary-eyed about to break down crying because she like, Nene, her girl, she going through so much, but she is. And Nene is very strong. We know Nene a strong woman. She a fighter. And, we know she's going to be that backbone for Greg. And it is sad to see Greg go through this because, like I said before, Greg is always positive, caring, loving, energetic, always had the best advice. And, it's hard to see anybody, but especially the good ones to go through stuff like this. It's just so hard. So pretty much Portia says a nice little prayer for everyone. For Greg, for Nene, to go out there and do what she does best, entertain, put a smile on these people's face, bring some good life and energy into them, especially Greg. So that was good. And, you know, we see Nene getting on the stage to host. She has Lonnie Love there. They show another woman. I know she said it was a few other women, but they did show another woman, another comedian. And the show overall seemed like it was good. It was a packed house. The girls were enjoying it. They was hollering, hooping, dancing, shaking, acting a mess, which we love for TV. I mean, if we not gonna have no drama, I want to. If y'all gonna not have drama, I want to see y'all having fun. And having fun, I want to see y'all laughing, kikiing, being a little shady, light shade, like Cynthia say, twerking, shaking, shimmying, and having a good time. It was like it was ladies' night at the comedy club. But pretty much that was a good scene. And, you know, after that is when everyone got back to the hotel and, you know, the stuff with Portia, X, Y, and Z, seeing the Marlo stuff in there. And that's when all of that occurred. And also, is it me or it feel like Eva just ain't here for Marlo, honey? I mean, because in the confessional every blue moon, she always make this comment like Marlo is so extra, she's so dramatic. Like Marlo is like, basically she compare her to like the newspaper where it got the headline like Trump is doing this. Like that's what she compare Marlo to, as in like, girl, like attention seeker. Always want to be in the spotlight, in the front, on the headlines. Which honestly I feel like is true, because Marlo will still a scene, honey. She will still a scene. When you filming with her, you better be on your P's and Q's, honey, because she coming for that peach. She already been upgraded to a friend of a housewife. That girl is working on that peach, honey. I feel like she been trying to polish herself up a little bit, but still give us the same Marlo, but just a little more polished, not as ratchet and hood as some people may say, even though I don't like saying that term that much, but pretty much as ratchet and hood as she been acting. So she trying to polish up, I guess, for that peach, which is good. But after that, the next morning, we see Marlo coming up in Portia's room with her damn glam squad. I'm like, what the hell? Like, this girl just don't give a damn. She like, Portia ain't here. I'm coming up in this room. And she getting set up. Portia pop out the bathroom. She got on Marlo Versace outfit, the same one that she had on the night before they showed her flashback. And Portia just like, oh girl, like you left this in the room. She twisting and shaking and bouncing. I'm like, girl, I don't even know if I would have put Marlo outfit on. No shade, honey. No shade. I don't like putting other people clothes on like that anyways. Like, I probably got to be real, real close to you. Like, you got to be one of my best friends if I'm going to, like, even wear, like, a shirt or something. And I still wouldn't do that because I just prefer to have my own stuff anyways. But the scene was cute, though, because Marlo like, girl, you got on my outfit. And Portia like, girl, you in my room. And, you know, Marlo like, okay, girl, like, you know, my glam squad, they can do your makeup and stuff. It's gonna be on me, X, Y, and Z. But please, I ordered us some breakfast. It's on the way, but please take off my Versace. And Portia walking, shaking her ass on her little stank walk, you know, to be funny, comical. And Marlo like, girl, you go in there stretch out my good Versace, honey. She like, girl. But, you know, they had a little cute scene and pretty much was talking about how they started bonding. They show a flashback the night before where her and Marlo went out to the club. Marlo met Dennis, and Portia was like, girl, it just happened because I went downstairs going to the club. When I got to the bottom floor, I seen Marlo fully dressed. So I guess from there, they were like, girl, where you going? I'm going to the club. Well, girl, I'm going too. We about to dip it and do it with Dennis. And that was that. So that was good. I'm glad that Marlo is so far getting along with everybody. We know later on we see a trailer where it looked like her and Eva, I assume, were getting into it, which I guess I can see because Eva is not here for Marlo in these confessionals, honey. She always keeps saying she over dramatic. She this, that, and the third. Whatever. But I guess that was pretty much. Well, it wasn't pretty much the entire episode. There were a few more things that I just wanted to cover. One thing was when they all sat on the rooftop after the comedy show, and Portia was talking about Dennis, and, you know, Kenny gave like a general statement, which was, you know, good advice, but I feel like Portia's general advice about don't put it out there so much that you want to be married. But girl, you in the confessional talking about some honey. I heard about Dennis before Portia even said something about him or dating him. So some girl, you better be trying to keep that under wraps. And here we go again. It's like reverting back to Shady Boots Candy. Like, girl, you got tea. So now it's like, basically, I feel like you probably gonna try to do the same thing that they did to you when Ty came around, where your mama saying she's sleeping with Carmen. Cynthia got her homegirl coming up there. She's telling her homegirl said that her friend used to date Ty and that he was an opportunist and all that X, Y, and Z. I'm like, honey, I don't know if I'm here for a whole nother dragging session of another person, because we done seen the trailers where somebody met up with Candy talking about, matter of fact, for the next episode, look like met up with Candy talking about, I believe she said she used to talk to him. Portia's sister talking about he was just cut off his ex not too long ago. And I'm like, well, honey, they only been dating for 3 months. I believe she said, I keep saying 3 months, 3 months, 5 months, a few months. So, I mean, until you make it official, I guess some people still are in communication with other people because you still may view it as dating. Now, if y'all already established that y'all boyfriend and girlfriend, honey, then yeah, I'm going to be side-eyeing the fuck out of somebody. Like, okay, honey, you doing too much and I'm too grown, too old for that. Ain't got time for it. And after that, after Candy's shadiness, of course, we do also see another scene where she just talking about she knows something, she got that tea, and talking to Todd, and he like, stay out of it. Yes, Candy, please stay out of it, because we ain't got time for this. And I would hate to see Portia had to drag you across the floor like she dragged Kenya. Okay, I don't condone violence, honey, but sometimes I guess a good dragging got that is what it takes to get somebody together. But anyways, the show wraps up completely with everyone going to Swagalicious. Nene has, of course, a swag boutique in Atlanta, but I guess she's starting to, I guess, have like kind of have a franchise of Swagalicious, and she stated it was going to be in hotels. So we see that it is in one of the hotels, which I think is a good idea. Like, you're already traveling to Miami, even people that live there, but mainly for people traveling. You're sitting at the hotel, you walk in, boom, there goes Swagalicious. That's Nene's store. You know people are going to go buy that merchandise just because it's Nene. And she did have some cute stuff in there. And the store was packed. People was up in there buying, buying, buying. Then we see where Greg gets up and leaves out. Marla's like, I see Greg stepped out. I just wanted to let you know, I don't know if it's something wrong with him or not, just so you can check on him. So they both go out there. Greg is sitting out and saying that he, had got high in there because it was a lot of people in there. So he got high and he came out to get some fresh air. Marlo started fanning him, which I love. And she goes back in, comes back out. She has a cup of ice. They got water. The other girls are coming out because like Nene outside with Greg. Let's wrap this up. Let's go. So they done came out there. Everybody's so concerned. Like, you all right, Greg? Then they swap. Portia's fanning Greg. Like, Nene like, I got a fan in here. And it was so good because to me, it felt like Nene was a little nervous because it's like she was saying enough, but not too much. But you can get this sense that she was a little nervous with Greg, saying that he got high. And it was great that the women kind of stepped in and, comfort and consoled, I guess, him, making sure he was all right. So that was really good. I really like that. If they can keep with this sisterhood stuff going on, even if it's a little drama, even real life sisters, brothers, there's always going to be some drama here and there. You might not always like each other. You might say some stuff that you might not like, you might regret. Hopefully not too below the belt, but hopefully we can keep with this kind of sisterhood thing that they have going on this season. I really liked it. And I'm definitely ready for the next episode because I see Miss Shamari DeVoe on the scene. But something did rub me the wrong way about that trailer, because I'm like, we know that homeboy, I would assume, still got some type of good coin, but I'm trying to figure out if this is going to be a Hollywood diva situation like when Paula J. Parker came up there and, she was acting a fool for $1.50 in my Nene voice. Like, girl, she was pulling all these stunts and just to get a storyline to secure that bag. honey, for her and her husband. And I'm like, well, honey, I hope that ain't what Shamari coming up here to try to do. Because that trailer when her husband was like, girl, Candy, you need to, check the the placement for the song. And Candy looking like, girl, like, placement? Like, what's going on? Because that supposed to be Candy friend from what we see. She bringing Shamari on. She knows her, of course, being in the music industry. I know you know her husband, Mr. DeVoe. So I guess we gonna see. But like I said, I've been waiting for Shamari. I knew she gonna get it popping when she get here. I'm ready to see her holding her peach. And now I wonder how the lineup is gonna change because they have Candy in the front. So I'm trying to see if we just gonna have one person in the front or y'all gonna do like y'all did last season where y'all just gonna have Candy and Nene in the front side by side and the other women. Honestly, y'all need to put Portia in the front because these past few years she been holding the show down, honey. And this season seemed like it's going to be primarily about her and Dennis. We know she going to probably reveal, well, we know she going to reveal her pregnancy, probably the being engaged as well, and also the drama. So it's going to be primarily a Portia season, and then also, I guess, a Nene season, because we know we're going to get a lot of stuff about Greg and his battle with cancer. So I'm here for the show. The second episode definitely stepped it up a few notches from the first episode, the premiere, which I always say the first few episodes are kind of like catch up, introduction, because next week, third episode, we getting introduced to Shamari. So we just gonna go ahead and wrap this on up. After episode 3, I feel like we gonna be pushing into more drama and then hopefully more of the sisterhood and of course more of Greg's story. Greg and Nene's storyline as well. But that was pretty much all. The episode was good overall. So I'm here for it. I hope y'all here for it. Sunday nights, 8 p.m. Bravo. Like, #1 favorite Housewife franchise that I always watch, Atlanta. But yeah, that's pretty much it. But thank you again for listening to me ramble on and on and on. But please subscribe, hit the little notification bell so you can always receive a notification or reminder when I post a video. And once again, thank you for listening. Peace.